Hi everybody, it's almost time for Miss Universe. I am here in my house. I have my blanket. Don't mind my shirt. This is my comfy shirt, so I always just kind of throw it on, okay? But I will change before I film a video. I just put in my credit card information for Miss Universe preliminaries. I have my fuzzy blanket and I have my fuzzy pillow and I'm almost ready, and then I realized I don't have snacks in my house. There are no snacks in my house. So the countdown says I have an hour and 20 minutes left. We gotta make a store run.
Chile came from a very poor community and was a victim of both bullying and discrimination as a result.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Davana, your channel sovereign. Feel free to follow me on all my social media links. They will be linked in the description box below. I have just finished watching the Miss Universe preliminary competition and I have to admit that I am shook. I am shook. If you don't know the events that transpired during prelims, let me tell you. But before we get to that, I want to give a special shout out to all the crazy pageant fans like myself, because I'm also one of you, but all the crazy pageant fans who went through the trouble of trying to record Miss Universe and get it online, because I just went through the most, like, I feel like a super spy. I just went through the biggest ordeal so that I could get you guys actual video, good HD footage of the swimwear competition of preliminaries. The other fans were constantly trying to upload to YouTube, but Miss Universe does not want the video footage out there because they want you to pay for it. They don't want it on YouTube. So those videos keep getting taken down. They keep taking the videos down. So I was like tracking YouTube, and as soon as the pageant fan would post something, I would try to download it, and then Miss Universe would get it before me, so I had to go to Starbucks because their Wi-Fi is faster than mine and download things. But long story short, I got the footage and my channel is covered under fair use. Miss Universe, fair use, okay? It's commentary, so they can't take this video down, so enjoy the footage, and thank you for all the fans that went through the trouble of trying to get that up before it got taken down. Before we get to my top 20 list, I know everybody wants to know what happened with prelims. You guys, we had some major stumbles and absolute falls, crashes onto the stage. I could not believe it. And I did not anticipate doing a full reaction video for prelims because prelims is really long and there's more girls than finals. But just in case anything happened, I was actually filming myself to get my live reaction to what was going on. So I have the footage of me reacting to the falls and stumbles that happened during the Miss Universe prelim 2019 swimsuit competition.
Childhood pregnancy. Equatorial Guinea.
Y'all are just not handling the capes well, are you?
France is a Formula One racing fan who
God, France looks good.
And finished third at a classic car rally. This 25-year-old speedster recently cooked with the first lady of
her look is amazing.
Children. France.
From an early age. She obtained her tourism degree and currently works for a popular 5-star hotel.
Pause. Just, will this pause for me?
As a front office manager. Georgia.
Did you guys just see what I'm seeing? I'm watching Miss Universe prelims. We had a fall. We had a huge fall, massive fall by a top loved contender. I am floored right now.
Indonesia.
No more, oh my God, my heart. Y'all are falling in Ireland, goddess. Goddess. I don't even know what else to say about her. That hair, that body, that walk, that face, that everything says goddess.
Ireland.
Accept themselves and change society's critical beauty standards. Malaysia.
just bid it too? I know, right? I know. So in case you weren't really keeping up, the women that fell were France. I think Indonesia, I don't remember if she fell or she stumbled. I would have to watch the video again. But I know that we had 2 falls and 2 stumbles. I remember that. So the first thing I want to do is just ask a simple question. Which one of you psychotic fans greased the Miss Universe swimsuit prelim stage? I know it was one of you. There is no way we had this many falls and stumbles and it was an accident. This is pure sabotage. Who did this? Okay, are we ready? Does everybody have your list, your papers with you? Let's compare notes. This is my breakdown of my picks for the top 20 for Miss Universe 2019 as of prelims, which ended about half an hour ago. Okay, is everybody ready? Do you have your papers, your pens? Do you have your top 20 list? I'm gonna read mine off. We can all compare notes and see what we come up with. Here we go. For Asia Pacific, I have the Philippines, Kenya, South Africa, Thailand, and Vietnam. For Europe, I have Great Britain, Ireland, France, Slovak Republic, and Belgium. For the Americas, I have the United States, Peru, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and Brazil. My wild cards I always find really, really tough. For me, it's easy to pick out like my top 10. Like if they were just like pick a top 10, that would be so much easier for me. The wild cards are a little bit more difficult because they're clearly not front runners. They're like decent, but we don't really expect them to just overtake our front run. To me, I don't expect them to just randomly overtake people like Vietnam, the USA, and Peru. I just don't expect it, but whatever. My wild cards are Colombia, India, Mexico, Chile, and I still have a spot for one more. I have 4 girls here that could fill that last spot. It was Dominican Republic, Haiti, Indonesia, Paraguay, and the Bahamas. I don't think I would give it to the Bahamas. I don't think I would give it to Haiti. So it either would be Dominican Republic or Indonesia. And I know Indonesia had that stumble, and this is what I'm having issues with because we had so many stumbles and falls. I don't know how the judges are going to look at that. Are they going to forgive the girls? Is it going to negatively impact their score? I feel like it kind of should since it's a competition. I told you guys, I'm a little shook. So for right now, let's just say Dominican Republic and Indonesia are gonna share my last wild card spot because I can't decide between the 2 of them. Now that you guys know my list, let's get a little bit into detail because you know I like to do that. I can't help myself. So let's get into it. So the favorites were Philippines and Thailand. For a very long time, everybody expected them to do really well, which I still have them on my list. But do I think that they are necessarily in the lead? No. I'm sorry. I know you guys are dedicated fans and you guys all root for your queens. I have to be honest though. Great Britain, Ireland, France, Vietnam, Puerto Rico, they had me shook. They had like, what? Especially France. Let me be totally honest. I did not pay attention to France. I watched her national competition when she won her crown. I knew she would make top 20 just because Europe is not a very competitive region, and you know, it's just not a competitive region. So Europe is not a competitive region. So I knew that she would at least make it because she's in a region that's just not competitive. But as far as actually taking the Miss Universe title, I was just like, I'm not paying attention to France because she's not like if you go and watch France's national competition, she was good, but she was not Miss Universe. But now I need to know who trained France. Who trained France? I need to know who trained France. Barring like the fall, which was terrible and like blew me away, her performance is unrecognizable. I am at the point where I'm just like, France, are you cheating? Does she have like a twin sister? Did you guys swap her out or clone her? This is not the same woman. Not like completely, totally different attitude, walk, movements. You guys, they cut her hair. And by the way, she looks amazing. Her haircut looks amazing. Everything about France right now is amazing. And I'm shook because I did not want to pay attention to this girl. I need to know who trained her. Who did this? Because I need you to, whatever makeover, whatever thing that you did to France, whatever makeover you gave to France, sprinkle some magic over here. What are the secrets? What did you do? Brain malfunction. Another person that totally slipped under my radar, completely, wasn't even like on my list from last video, Great Britain. Excuse me, that girl didn't even knock on my front door. She kicked down the door and said, put me on your list. I'm like, who is this? Who is this goddess? Like Great Britain? No, 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 no. This, what? When is the last time we saw Great Britain perform like this? When is the last time we saw a European perform like this? Like, where did she come from? These girls must have heard me talking mess from across the Atlantic. I don't even mind because clearly they took the criticism. Clearly they heard loud and clear what I and other fans say, because these 3 European nations, Ireland, Great Britain, France, they took that criticism and ran with it. Ran with it. They are my like favorites right now. They're among my top 5. Those 3 are among my top 5. It's insane. I honestly could not be happier. This is the result that I always would want from any competitor. If you ever hear any criticism, take it, fix it, become better. And I feel like France, Ireland, Great Britain, that's what they did. And I love them for, love them, love them, love them. Let's mention the USA. Don't even dispute me. This is absolute facts. No dispute necessary. I'm not even going to consider what anybody has to say about this. Miss USA is the body of the pageant. Period. The end. Don't at me. Don't want to hear it. She's the body of the pageant. Did you see what she's packing? Did you see? Her body is sickening. Her body is to die for. And I really hope in later renditions of Miss Universe that people take note that being skinny does not mean you have the best body, because I'm looking at some skinny girls and I'm just like,
you ain't go to the gym, did you?
like, just because you're skinny does not mean you get to neglect yourself or neglect your body. I can tell, people can tell. Miss USA, you can clearly tell she worked out. She went to the gym. She took really good care of herself. And I love her for that. I think it's gorgeous and beautiful. Her body is just, Miss USA. Miss USA definitely did do well. I do foresee problems in the evening gown portion of competition. Miss USA, please watch out. You're doing well, but if there's any way that you're gonna take her out right now, it's gonna be her evening gown performance. She still, even in prelims, she doesn't shine as much as other contestants do. So I'm pointing that out now. If you see this Miss USA, you look amazing, and just get together with that evening gown competition. Give me face, give me something, because the Philippines is about to be mad, okay? Because the Philippines is not a front runner right now. I gotta say it, okay? Because you guys know I'm not biased. I'm not gonna play favorites. You need to know. We need to openly discuss things, even if it hurts us. All right, so take a deep breath and let's get into this. First off, thank you to all the Filipino fans who are DMing me on Instagram, showing me clips of your queen Gazzini everywhere. Shout out to the Indian fans who are doing that as well. India and Philippines have been all up in my DMs and I greatly appreciate it. You guys see when I respond to everything you send me, I've been there. For Gazzini's gown, someone cued me and I knew the color of her gown before she was going to be walking in prelims, which was pretty cool. Thank you for that little tidbit of information. I enjoyed that. But yeah, Philippines is not in the lead right now. Not to say she's not doing well. She is. She is. In fact, Philippines and Thailand are doing just as well as I expected them to. The problem is there are some absolute absolute standout knockouts that nobody anticipated, and they are causing you guys problems. Those people are Ireland and Vietnam. Ireland and Vietnam. Now, in my past video, the video right before this in my favorites, I told you guys Ireland has always been on my radar as like a girl to watch. Like if she comes the way she did during her national competition, if she comes at her absolute best, that woman has no weakness. And I don't think I said it in my last video. I did say it, but I cut that part out. So I'm gonna try to find the footage where I actually did say it. I just didn't want to anger anybody because I'm like, in my head, everybody has to have a weakness. But if I'm completely honest with myself and what I'm seeing from this girl, if she comes at her absolute best, Ireland has no weakness. And I didn't want to say it out loud to everybody because I want everybody to still have a chance. I don't want to dash anybody's dreams. But now that we're in preliminaries, and Ireland has not faltered, her shine has not lessened, I'm going to say it out loud now. Y'all need to find a way to go after that woman because I do not see a way to take her out right now. Ireland's performance is flawless. Ireland's performance is everything. It comes off as natural, it comes off as confident, it comes off as dangerous, it comes off as fierce, it comes off as regal. Like this woman is tall, she's unique, she's ethnic. I'm letting all contestants and fans know right now, somebody needs to lock that girl in a closet. Whoever greased the Miss Universe stage, you should have targeted Ireland. You missed her. And now she's walking on stage, crushing your hopes and dreams. Ireland's gonna walk away with the title unless somebody does something drastic. And right now, the other people that I see really being able to go up against her are France, Great Britain, and Vietnam. Vietnam. I did not see that coming, first of all. Didn't see her coming. She was on my list, but I didn't know that I was gonna be in another love affair again with Vietnam. I just, you know, once you go through a breakup, you know, and I lost my original Vietnam from last year, you know, I wasn't sure I was ready for another Vietnam to just walk into my heart, but I'm so happy to say that I'm completely in love with another Vietnam again, and I never thought I would love again. It just feels so nice. Vietnam, girl, what do I say about her? Like, I love you, and those cheekbones are to die for. Did you see Vietnam's cheekbones? Like, did you, with the, right here. Oh my God. You guys, I'm really happy that we have more than just a few really good girls on stage right now. That makes me really happy because, you know, last year I felt like we had 3 or 4. I'm very happy to see that Brazil and India are doing a lot better than they did in their national contest for their original crown. I am very happy to add India to my list. All the Indian fans were graciously letting me know in my comments. They were promising me, they were saying, India will not let you down. India will be great. You will put India on your list. Like, they were in my DMs, they're in my comments letting me know, like, don't worry about India. She's gonna do fabulously. She did, and I thank India, the contestant, the fans. You guys did not let me down. She's great. Also Brazil's doing a lot better than she did in her national contest. She still needs to amp up the energy a little bit, but I'm loving these short haircuts on some of these girls. France's haircut, Brazil's haircut, it really gives an edge to them. It really makes them stand out. I like that. I feel like I wouldn't look at them the same if they had longer hair, so that was a good choice from their, I don't know who did it, their directors or their stylists, whatever it was, good choice. Now, like I said previously, the girls to me that are real front runners for the crown are France, Ireland, and Vietnam. Their presentations on stage are coming off as so regal, elegant, natural. It's really their effortless feel, their effortless walks, their effortless smile. the happiness that comes off of them seems true and real, and it's not rehearsed. Thailand has some points of her competition, of her presentations that you can tell are rehearsed, but that's kind of okay. Like her finishing face, airplane going over my house right now. Move on, please. Thank you. Thailand, her finishing face for her evening gown, I appreciate. It's just like something that she does. She stopped like midway through a turn and was just like looking totally off into the audience, and then just like looked at the judges, and I was just like, girl, first of all, that's something you don't do at Miss Universe, but I like the fact that you're being different, and you're just like, that's just like Thailand's thing, and I liked it, ain't gonna lie. But there were other parts of her performance, her original smiles and whatnot, that you can kind of tell are rehearsed, and she knows she's supposed to turn at this point. She knows she's supposed to stop at this point. And I see the same thing with Philippines. I can see Philippines thinking. I can see it. Now, the fact that she's so beautiful and she's so good at it kind of distracts me from the fact that I can see her thinking, but I can see the wheels turning. I can kind of see the underlying mechanics of her performance, and the fact that she knows what to do, and the fact that she's timing her poses, and that she's timing her turns. She's timing every blink, every smile, every wink, every flinch. I can kind of see that. Now, it's not horrible because she's just so good at it and she's just so beautiful. But those subtle differences is what's putting her in a lower bracket in my eyes than Vietnam and Ireland are in. Ireland, I'm not sure she's thinking. If she is, I can't see it. And that's like, I am a very detail oriented over here with a magnifying glass watching these girls. If I can't see you thinking, you are either hiding it really well, or like I said in my last video, this woman has some God-given natural talent for just being on stage and owning it. I don't know which one it is, but whatever her flaws are, if she has any, she ain't showing them. France, though, did look a little shook after her fall when she came back during evening gown. I think that kind of broke down her confidence a little bit. Now, because, like I said, she's in a bracket that's not very competitive, she should make top 20 with no problem. But, I mean, I'm sure you guys are going to be in my comments like, no matter how good France is, like, can she really come out on top after a fall like that? That was a hard fall. And being that, you know, it's okay for people to mess up, and, you know, it's fine. It's not like, oh, I hate you for falling. Like, I'm sure those capes are hard and that floor is slippery. I get it, but this is still a competition. So in my head, I have to think, because this is a competition, can the judges, can I really reward someone who didn't perform the best that they should have or that they could have? It's a really hard dilemma to me, because on one hand, it's like everybody can pick themselves up after a fall, but at the same time, it's like it's a competition. So the competitive side of me is like arguing with the compassionate side of me, and it's causing like an earthquake in my brain. I have not commented much on the African countries, and that was for good reason, because you guys probably did see that I kind of skipped over them in my previous video. And that's because I was kind of trying to withhold judgment until this Miss Universe, so that I could see what they would bring to the Miss Universe stage, because the past 2 years I have been completely and utterly furious with African contestants, just because the way that they were presenting themselves on stage, it just seemed so irresponsible. Like, pet peeve, but a lot of African nations for the last 2 years have been showing their feet on stage because their dresses weren't long enough, which is to me a very basic thing to know as either a pageant fan, a competitor, or director. Basic knowledge says don't show your feet during evening gown, but for the last couple of years I've seen that. I've seen some horrendous dresses, and as a black woman, as a dark-skinned woman who wants to see that representation on stage, I take it kind of personally. So I was trying to withhold my judgment up until I saw what the African countries brung this time, because I knew if I was going to make a video, and I'm still going to make a video, I've already made up my mind, because I do have people from Africa in my DMs on Instagram asking me about their contestants. So I'm going to make a video specifically for African countries, because if you pageant fans actually go on YouTube and look at the African nations and what their national contests look like, you'd be upset. When I went and looked, I was upset. So I'm clearly going to have to do an entire video for African nations, totally dedicated to them, because I need you guys to do better. I need Africa to be better. African nations have some of the most beautiful women. I'm talking some of the most beautiful women. Right now, Sierra Leone. Is it Sierra Leone? Let me double check my list real quick. Yep, it's Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is incredibly tall, incredibly gorgeous. She has like this midnight chocolate skin that just makes her seem like a walking statue. She's amazing. She's not the only one. I have the person that's in my DMs on Instagram, hey, if you're watching this, how are you, is from Rwanda. And she asked me to look up on the Miss Supranational Miss Rwanda for this year. And I looked her up and she looks gorgeous. She looks amazing. I see so many beautiful African women. They look like international competitors. They look like international title holders, but they don't have the training. They do not have the training. Like, they're fidgeting during their answers, and like they just make ridiculous mistakes. They're wearing these another pet peeve of mine, wearing a gown that has that sheer mesh nude fabric that doesn't match your skin, which makes me really upset as a black woman, because they never match my skin. If I wanted to go buy a dress the way Catriona Gray's dress is, or the way Pia's dress was, where it was like this sweetheart top and it had like this mesh fabric that blended in with the skin, they don't make that for me because I'm too dark skinned. It's upsetting and it is not fair. But I don't wear them because they look ridiculous on me because they don't match. But for whatever reason, and I've seen a couple African countries do it during this Miss Universe, they wore that mesh fabric that didn't match their skin on stage. And I'm just looking like, ladies, that's not how it works. That's just not how it, yeah. So if you're wondering why I was skipping over Africa in other videos, it's because Africa's getting a dedicated video. It needs to happen. I need better representation of African countries on stage. I need you guys to just be better all around. And if I have to be the one to break it down and lay it to you and show you how to do that, fine. Whatever I gotta do to make sure my melanin queens look presentable and have a chance at the crown just like everybody else, I will do that. However, I'm really happy to see a lot more diversity on the stage. I'm really happy to see different textures of hair. We got afros, we've got curly hair on stage. I am really happy that people like Haiti decide to wear her natural hair out. Iceland is the cutest one of the competition. She is to die for. So is Cambodia. Is Cambodia old enough to be on stage? She looked like she's 12. She is so cute. But at the same time, I'm like, can I get an age check, please? Also, round of applause for Bangladesh for finally walking on the Miss Universe stage for the very first time. Welcome to the family. We are glad to have you. I've seen fans of Bangladesh in the comments. I totally acknowledge you and I'm happy you're here. Just welcome. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the club. Hey. Now remember, pageant fans, neither I nor you have access to what happened during their interviews. So some of these girls that are on my list might be knocked out simply because their interview skills were not on par, or because another girl's interview skills were very, very good. So it's very likely that I will most likely only maybe get half the list correct, maybe a little more. But interview definitely plays a huge role in Miss Universe. So I guarantee if we had this many falls during swimsuit, at least one major person bombed during interview. So our list will definitely be shaken up no matter what happens in finals. But I mean, it's all for fun. I enjoy watching Miss Universe. These women are fabulous. That's why we're fans. And I cannot wait to see these fabulous ladies duke it out. Like, I know the Philippines wants it so bad, and I know she's gonna come hard. So I cannot wait for Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Great Britain, Ireland, France, USA, Peru, Brazil. They're gonna fight, and it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna be sitting right here like, sis, I need to see it all. On Sunday, the new Miss Universe will be receiving a brand new $5 million crown. If you haven't seen it, why haven't you? It's all over the internet. I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of felt not super excited about it, like, oh yay, it's a $5 million crown. But when I saw that crown, I think we all know what I was thinking. I was just like, but isn't that the Miss Philippines crown? Like, isn't it? Pretty sure that's the Miss Philippines crown, just more expensive. But yeah, it's totally fine, and it's still a beautiful crown. I was just like, in my mind, if I was going to make a crown for the biggest international pageant Miss Universe winner, I would have made something artistic and beautiful and grand and unique. Like the Mikimoto crown is very unique. So I was just like, oh, okay. But I mean, it does have a gigantic, juicy, fat diamond in it. So, hey, we cool with that. I can't wait for finals. I cannot wait to get into the comments with you guys and discuss who thinks who has what and who did the best and whose list is different than mine. And you guys know I'm gonna be in the comments with you, reading and watching along. It's gonna be great. Be nice to each other. I know you're all like rival fans, but usually you're pretty nice to each other, which is good. We have a nice community here. Also, thank you guys so much for your support. I know you don't know how much it means, but in the middle of the night, I will roll over and grab my phone just to see the comments from you guys. The first people I think about when I wake up in the morning are the comments from you guys. I open my phone and immediately check my YouTube comments, my Instagram DMs. You guys are the first people I think about in the morning, the last people I talk to when I go to bed. You guys are the only people I really talk to throughout my entire day, to be honest. Low key, we're kind of in a relationship. Like, I'm kind of in a relationship hardcore with my subscribers right now. I live down here by myself. My family's not here. I live alone. I work 10, 12, 16-hour days and don't always sleep a lot, but I continue to make videos just to have that interaction with you guys, just so I have people to talk to, and it's nice. And I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for all of your kind words and your kind thoughts and your encouragement. And I will continue to make videos as much as I possibly can. If I'm not constantly putting them out every single day, it's because I'm not a full-time YouTuber, even though I wish I was. Hopefully we get there one day, but right now, your girl works a lot. Good luck to all the competitors. I will see you all on Sunday. I will get the video of the live reaction uploaded as fast as I possibly can. I can't wait to see who is crowned Miss Universe 2019. In the meantime, I will see you guys on my Instagram, on my Twitter. Yes, I do have a Twitter. Follow me, why aren't you? Oh, and this on my head is like my new little crown. See? All right, pageant fans, get some sleep. I'll see you Sunday. Good night, good luck. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, because you know you're gonna come back anyways. So you might as well join the court, and we'll talk about the queens and the dresses and the swimsuits and all that fabulous stuff on Sunday, okay? Love you, bye.